We have a voicemail number. That number is 219-2-DAVID-P. Here is a great question about what would Trump be doing now if the situation were reversed. Take a listen to this.
What would they do if the circumstances were reversed and Biden were sick? They would move in for the kill, I think.
Right.
I think that there's a parallel between the number of people that Trump has allowed to get sick and the fact that he allowed himself and his people in his entourage to get sick. It just goes to show he's unfit. And they would show no mercy if the situation were reversed. So maybe you want to do a show about that.
There is absolutely no question about it. You know, Joe Biden, when Donald Trump was positive for coronavirus, immediately announced he was pulling negative ads, that he was sending his best wishes. Barack Obama sent best wishes. You even had anchors like on MSNBC talking about Trump's new tone and all of this stuff. And meanwhile, as Donald Trump is being airlifted to Walter Reed Hospital amid a cloud of dishonesty and confusion about his actual condition, the Trump campaign is sending out fundraising emails about Lion Sleepy Joe and all of this insane conspiratorial nonsense that they email people about all the time. Trump is back on Twitter already. It is abundantly clear that Joe Biden has done everything right. Joe Biden's campaign events abide by the CDC guidelines. Joe Biden, despite having been on stage with what was likely a contagious Trump during that first debate, has fortunately, as of this moment of recording, tested negative for coronavirus 3 times. Joe Biden just needs to keep running a campaign, period. And, you know, negative ads, he's going to run positive ads, but not negative ads. Criticizing Trump on policy is fair game. We have an election. Someone is going to be president the next 4 years. And I think that it is, if it was reversed, just imagine they would be running ads saying weak Biden got the virus. Masks don't work because Biden wore a big mask and got the virus anyway. Imagine if he got it from Trump while being on stage during a moment where supposedly everybody on stage had been tested and tested negative. They would be running negative ads. They wouldn't stop anything. There is no question about it. I don't think there is anything wrong with Joe Biden simply continuing to campaign. We have a great bonus show for you today. What's going to happen with the confirmation of Amy Coney Barrett as a result of Trump testing positive? Because it's not just Trump. Mike Lee and 2 other Republican senators, Ron Johnson and one more, I forget the name, have tested positive. If they can't be there, plus Murkowski and Collins won't vote before the election, they don't have the votes. So we are going to talk about that, and more things are pointing to the lame duck period. Regal Cinemas is closing all cinemas in the United States and the United Kingdom on Thursday. Are we seeing the beginning of the end of the movie theater industry? And lastly, 11 positive coronavirus tests have now been traced specifically to the presidential debate, according to Cleveland officials. We are going to talk about whether they will have any ability to enforce the rules if debates number 2 and 3 happen. And of course, at the vice presidential debate, which still as of right now, and things change so quickly, which is why I say it that way, as of right now, is still scheduled for this Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. If indeed the debate happens Wednesday night, the VP debate, I will be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. I hope you will join me for what I think will be an absolute brutalizing of Mike Pence by Kamala Harris.